Hello everyone, welcome back to the another session and principles of programming languages. We were in 4th unit and we were learning about abstract data types or else the data abstraction. In the previous videos we were discussed about how data abstraction is provided in the languages, what is data abstraction and how it is supported in the languages. This was our topic. Concerned to this, we discussed about few object oriented programming languages which support the feature of data abstraction. So in the previous video itself we were learned about there are languages which will support data abstraction, right? So this video will be going to cover about Java programming language, how Java support data abstraction. Fine. And this video even will discuss about the differences in between previous language and this language. So basically Java, when somebody asks you about what is the pure object oriented programming language, without a doubt we'll say the answer which is Java, right? So Java is having a separate syntactical structure to provide the data abstraction. As the way we were seen in the last videos, basically data abstraction is being provided with the use of encapsulation and information hiding. So these are what the things we were discussed, right? So concerned to the Java, encapsulation is provided and even information hiding is also provided. So that part we'll see one by one. Now, so Java support for abstract data types is similar to the C++, right? So the similarity what I can make you is there are three similarities. C++ is a static typed language. Java is also static typed language. When I say it is static typed language, once a data member which is defined in the class, it is defined as integer, you cannot give the other data type to it. That's what static typed language. So C++ is a static typed language, even Java is also a static typed language. First similarity. Second similarity, both uses classes and interfaces. C++ and Java uses classes and interfaces. The third thing is what? C++ will provide data abstraction by taking 3 control access specifiers and Java also will take 3 control access specifiers. Those are what we say with the name of public, private, protected. These are the access specifiers which you can see C++ and Java. So we'll see some more similarities when topic moving. So that also we'll see. As of now, you just remember these 3 similarities, whatever we discussed. Now let's move to the second point. There are, however, a few important differences. Along with the similarities, we do have even differences with C++ and Java. All objects are allocated from the heap and accessed through reference variables. So when I say it is a data member as belongs to a heap, now you have to recognize it that we were using a pointer variable. So in the topic of subprograms, we discussed at this point very clearly. A variable can be instantiated in a subprogram kind of 3: static, stack, dynamic, heap, dynamic. When a data member or a variable of particular block is concerned to the heap, you have to recognize that the variable is used a pointer structure or else a pointer variable. Now the other difference also I can say, the other difference is what? Methods in Java must be defined completely in a class and we cannot separate the method body with the method declaration, right? Method declaration, method definition can be at different part in C++. So in C++ I can write something. If you remember the previous program of C++, you can also understand what I am teaching here. Class stack, I am writing this one in the C++. Class stack, now I am taking data member which is something like of stack I have taken, let's say it is size. Fine. Int size is what data member of this class. Member function of this class I can declare over here. And the definition of this function, what the function performs, that I can write outside of the class. This is about C++. Now the difference in between C++ and Java respective to the method is what? Method in Java must be defined completely in a class. a method body must appear with its corresponding method header. Therefore, a Java abstract data type is both declared and defined in a single syntactic unit. Right? We'll define in the class itself that we will not separate the declaration and definition. We'll write both at one syntactic single unit. A Java compiler can inline any method that is not overridden. Definitions are hidden from clients by declaring them to be private. So this is one of the access specifier. Rather than having private and public class in its class definitions, in Java, access modifiers can be attached to method and variable definitions. If an instance variable or method does not have an access modifier, it has a package access. So this is about the fundamental ideas about Java features and the differences in between Java and C++ syntactical structure. Now we'll proceed to look into the example of stack implementation using Java. Now how we will be hiding the essential attributes and to whom we can give the access, that part we'll see here. So I'm just defining a class over here, class stack class, and these are what the data members what I have initialized in the class. So look at this, I have taken here private. So we know very clearly that private is what we are restricting the access onto it. If it is a public, it can be visible to everybody, hence everybody is having a option or right to modify it, right? We can change it when it is public. So visibility will be given to everybody. When I write it as a private, then restriction is given, right? Now, so I have taken these data members as private, and this is what public, and it is what constructor. So whatever data member we defined inside of a class, that data member can have values that will happen through constructor. And I have to mention one more difference in between C++ and Java. As far as C++ is considered, we'll take constructors and destructors to initialize the values, to allocate the memory for a data member, to deallocate the memory for a data member. We prefer to take constructors and destructors. We say it is manual operation because we were using two kind of methods. Whereas in Java, we'll be having a garbage collection. We'll take constructor to allocate memory for these data members, and as we do have a garbage collection in the Java, we just deallocate the memory. So that will happen with the package. We need not to write any manual function calling and something else. Now look at this. Here, if you concentrate on this class, I did not included there any of the method, right? Because according to the previous slide or the structure of the syntactic structure of Java, we cannot write method, declaration and definition in different parts. So I'm just writing it one syntactical unit. So this is what your declaration and definition too. Correct. Now, so this is what actually a basic program of stack operations. So usually when you wanted to push or when you wanted to perform few kind of operations on stack, so what operations basically we'll do is we'll push some elements into the stack and we'll pop an element from the stack. So these are what kind of operations. Now when you wanted to push the any element, we'll be just passing the parameter. So we'll say that the int number. To access this class, we'll create an object. To access that class, we'll create an object and that will be taken into the main method. That also we'll see. So these are what the functions. Now look at the condition what I have specified here. When top index is equal to maximum length. Now let's say this is a stack. Stack will have top place, or else we say it is top of the stack. When top of the stack is equal to the maximum length of the stack, let's say stack length is what, 5. Top of the stack is also 5. Then obviously when top of the stack and stack length are both coming to the same place, you cannot push any kind of element inside of the stack, natural, right? So now we will print a message which is stack is full. So when stack is not full, that means what? It is not equal to the top of the stack. Maximum length is not equal to the top of the stack. Hence, push operation can be done. When you wanted to push the element, we will be pushing the element into the top index place. So this is what the way how push operation will being operated in this program. The other operation is what? Pop. As far as pop is concerned, we were taking the condition here. When it is empty, we cannot pop the element. Already it is empty, you cannot delete any element from the pop. So when it is not empty, now I am deleting the element by decreasing the top index. So right, these are what push and pop operations. Now let's see about the top method. Top method is what? That I wanted to display top of the stack. And so boolean empty is what? It returns true or false. True or false. When it is empty, we'll return it as top index -1. And now this is what the stack class. The thing what I have mentioned here, it is the stack class. Now I'm creating an object to use the class what I have defined in the previous slide. So the object is what? We'll use a new operator, and object is what? My stack. Now I'm accessing the my stack dot push. Push is what? The method in the class. Now my stack dot push 42 is what? The parameter. So I'm just pushing that number to stack. So this is what the way of writing the program. And here where data abstraction is provided, wherever we were hidden that data members. So there are data members what we were hidden with the help of information hiding, or else the access specifier which is private, correct? So that is what the information hiding or data abstraction which will be provided in the Java. And we were seeing even the differences in between C++ and Java also, right? So this is about data abstraction in Java. Thank you all.